Hey everybody, Bofchies here, and welcome back to Crusader Kings 2. Now, last episode I finally became Norman, which is amazing, and I've started tutoring a few of the heirs of my vassals to try and get them Norman as well. But yes, I'm also attacking the Kingdom of Navarre, because this is a queen, obviously. Lovely, lovely queen. However, it does mean that I can press my rival and uncle's, who's no longer my rival because, you know, I'm pressing his claim, his weak claim on the Kingdom of Navarre. So that will get my family on this tiny, tiny little kingdom that will hopefully do quite well. Now, so I've got my forces moving to Brittany. I'll speed up the game a little bit. How dare they? How dare they indeed. So yes, we'll head here. These guys can then join the fleet as well. Fantastic. Okay, so the West Icelandic raiders have appeared, which is great. I need a new commander because these are terrible. Let's have a look. Yeah, I'm going to promote some commanders, see if I get anyone really good. Promote commander. Lose a lot of gold, but it's fine. I'll buy a few of them, quite a few to be honest. And then we'll have a look. 20. See, that's what I was hoping for. Does it has unyielding? Fantastic. So you can now be, and you're actually also Norman, which is quite nice. I might give you some land at some point as sort of a well done for fighting so well. Now, I will then put him in control, then him, and then him. Cool. So then this fleet can sail over here. I was about to say fly. The ships don't fly. Silly me. Alright, so am I trying to... Who am I trying to kill? I'm trying to kill someone. Oh, this guy. Oh, but my... Yes. Cool, yes. Yes, because my son is betrothed to a princess of West Francia. So to ensure that she gets a... Cool, good stuff. So he's dead. I said good stuff to killing a 4-year-old, but still, whatever. So he's now dead. So the throne goes to Adamar, which is this guy. So I need to kill 2 more people before my son's future wife will get a strong claim, which is what I need. So you are 11, you are 42%, 66, 31. I'm going to go for 66. Try and take this guy out before he has any more kids. Right, so my fleet has now arrived. My army is here. Once we're fully moraled up. Oh, they've been raided, which is quite useful because that means I can rush them down. Well, not rush them down, but, you know, siege them down slightly faster. My cousin wants to duel someone. You got -3 personal combat skill. Calm down, Tyrion. Who's your rival? Let me just see. Your rival is my half-brother, who is a -1. Okay. This could be interesting. I'll have the duel. Don't die. Please don't die. I've got a... I want a dynasty, a dwarven dynasty to take over. I suppose he has had a son already, so it's fine. As long as more dwarves appear. He himself, I can't make him... I'll make him a court dwarf. Because that makes me happy that I can use court dwarf. There are some really sort of niche titles, and it's quite satisfying to actually have them, like court eunuch and stuff. Playing as an Eastern. It's quite fun. Yorkist peasant revolt. Will you calm the hell down? I've got to educate some of these kids, though. Sunni of Wessex. Mats of Wessex. Eldhun Versiltson. Cool. So you can all be educated. Fine. I'm going to raise up my Mercian and Lancastrian. And also, you know, West Saxon. Oh, no, sorry. Somersetan. Somersetian? What's the... Let's have a look. Not claim. Do not want to claim. Don't you Somerset? Somersetian. Cool. So, the Sunsetsians will go and crush that. Once I've occupied this castle, I will go and crush these 3,000 troops. Because otherwise this guy's going to get ticking war score, which is not good. And I've lost some culture because I expelled the Jews, and that's not a very, you know, culturally good thing to do. You can go up there. Yes, I don't have any commanders, but sometimes having no commander is better than having a bad commander. Will they get away? Okay, they will get away. Is there a river crossing between York and Durham? No. Fantastic. Let's go kill them. Don't you dare run away. You're going to get away. So you go to Westmoreland on the 13th, so I'll leave to Westmoreland on the 12th to save a day there, which might be enough. No, it won't be enough. They'll get to Westmoreland. These peasants just won't leave me. Just won't die. Right, cool. We caught them. Yes, definitely become just. Fantastic. He's turning out half decent. My stewardship is through the roof. I didn't realize it was that high. I hope my son has the same stewardship, otherwise he's going to have to give away some of his land. Wouldn't be the end of the world, I suppose, but, you know, still. Culturally, I only control 3 Anglo-Saxon territories, so I do need to get some of my vassals converting to Norman quick. There we go, so that peasant revolt's over, so I can disband this army. Fantastic. Now, you're... yeah, okay, once he's of age, and him, who's his heir? This guy can be educated by a Norman. No, none of them. None of them. See, if they like me enough, they can choose to be educated by... But like to go for my culture and all that, but I don't think they normally do. You can be educated to be Norman. She's got the full guardianship to become Norman there, so I'm not too worried about, you know, any sort of... Oh, she's actually Countess of 2 places. Yeah, cool. So that should be enough Norman for now. We'll go and crush this army. So then, are they in hills? They're in plains. Okay, so I have twice the amount of troops, and they have no defensive bonuses whatsoever. And I have a 20 martial commander. This should be a very easy battle. Didn't I release you? See? Yeah, that's a bit confusing, isn't it? Alright, there we go. Cool. So I've wiped out that army, so I'll go and start occupying... I don't really want to occupy Navarre, because that's going to be my brother's holding. So I'm actually going to occupy Vizcaya. I might actually occupy all of Vizcaya, possibly some of this land as well, just because he's going to have issues with... You're going for it. Holy crap, yes. She's going for the full claim. Okay, so I'm going to raise up my vassals now. Fantastic. So we're like actually going to disband this guy. Going to be tactical with my raising of troops here. This is all Duchy of the Isles' land, isn't it? Yes, it is. So I'm going to raise up his forces there. So that means everyone's sort of close together. Saves a little bit of time. Can group down in... Where is... I'm not sure. I think Winchester has... Southampton, yeah. Southampton the Great. Or is it Portsmouth? Portsmouth's the great military port. That's fine. Anyway, they can all go there. That's fine. This fleet can go up to meet them. I mean, what state is Galicia in then? 1,000 troops. Is that it? Oh, they've lost a war, haven't they? Andalusia has yeah, they won the Holy War for Portugal. So that's why their troop numbers are so low. Fantastic. My wife is doing work. I was literally just thinking, before I began recording, I was looking to see what alternatives I had to the West Frankian princess. And there was one in the form of this guy's daughter, Maria. She was too old. They didn't want to do it she was too high in the succession, so they didn't want to do it. But I was also looked at, was it Maria? It might have been Maria. It might have also been... Mencia. Mencia was too old. She was too high in the succession and they didn't want to do it. So I was looking at one of the younger ones and thought, it's too much hassle, I won't do that. But now I don't need to, because my wife's doing it for me, and I'm going to make sure she wins. Unless, of course, she gets caught. You're not leading troops. Good. Yeah, she won't win. She won't lose this then. Not with the full might of the English armies on the way. I'm going to have a nice little empire here. Asturias, Galicia, Brittany, England... Scotland at some point, probably. Yeah, this is turning out quite nicely. I only want to become King of the Britons, but now I'm sort of becoming, well, a British Empire. Alright, let's unite the force. Cool. Go on the ships. Cool. Head to Ile de Manche. And add a couple hundred more guys. Because their contribution is valid. Even though they're not probably needed, but still. Contribution is valid. We will drop off troops in Asturias de Santilla. And we'll land there. And just slowly start... I mean, what land does this guy... give me gold, thank you. What land does this guy actually physically control? Astorga. and Salamanca. So he will obviously be annoyed either way. Who are his most powerful vassals? The Duke of Lyon. Zamora. Okay. So I should start... if we're going to occupy anything, I need to occupy the land that's going to be a troublemaker. So like here, I'm occupying the future former queen. Her other title, because obviously she will lose Navarre. She will keep Viscaya. So she can then be a problem because she'll have a claim and she'll hate him. So if I can reduce her levies quite a bit, I mean that my brother or rival's claim is he's going to have a much easier chance. He became diligent. Fantastic. Yeah, I might have touched. Cool. Yeah, so I'm pressing the claim for who? My uncle, yes. So he's going to have a much easier time keeping in control. Unfortunately, he's Anglo-Saxon, which is a shame. But who's his heir going to be? His kid? Maybe? She will stay with me, though. I'm going to plot to kill. What's the chance of that? Quite a lot. I'm going to try and kill her. Just because, yes, she has a weak claim, but she's married matrilineally to a Carling. I will not have the Carlings take over Navarre. That's not going to happen. Unfortunately, she needs to die then. I can't legitimize him. Animal must be hanged. Let's have a look. Do you have another wife? You do have a wife, another Carling. So that's fine. So if you can get her preggers and become diligent myself, fantastic. I thought I already was, to be honest, but this is fine. So there we go. 100% war score for this. Do I want to rush it down anymore? No, I think that should be fine. So there you go. Enforce demands. So this guy is now King of Navarre, which is great. So I'll combine my armies. How are my vassals thinking at the moment? They're not all together fond of the whole thing, but they all still adore me, so it's all fine. Now, you can sit there. Cool. Yeah, the Duke's opinion of me will improve, which is good. Aquitaine is quite the threat right now. 16,000 troops compared to my 18. I have quite a lot of troops. Yeah, I could... this is going really well. I mean, once I take over all this land through my son, that will be quite interesting as well. I mean, I could do with dying before my wife, because then my son, who will then be me, I'll be in control, which means that he's not going to fuck up and ruin anything. And she wants to be married. Who was that? Was that my sister? Yeah, half-sister. Karen. So you, I will marry you off to a Yingling. I could do. It's a bit of a long way away, though. Matrilineally, though. Get alliance with the Byzantines. There's lots of alliances with the Byzantines. They're a bit far away. What? I can matrilineally marry the heir to Denmark. Okay, that'll do. I wonder if that's just a temporary thing. It's very rare you get such a good... Oh no, it's not. Okay. Fair enough. My dynasty's going to be on the Swedish throne, or Danish throne, which is cool. Nice little, oh. Strengthening the resolve of the besiegers. I don't know. Not sure. Bit weird. Either way, not really a big deal. Just going to have a sip of beer. I am a Christian knight. Because I have no sins. Fantastic. True Christian knight. That's not really that much of a big deal. I am brave as well, so I'm a true knight. Fetch me the traitor. Duke Versal, the seducer, is imprisoned. Or I tell this guy to bugger off. This guy's not a problem. Evidence this is nonsense. I don't need to imprison him, so I'm not going to. Alright, we are going on a lovely walk down to Salamanca to do the same thing I did with my uncle and his war. I'm going to crush any sort of problems he's going to have from his... They have quite a lot of troops though still. Bit disappointing. Maybe because it's new administration, so that's why. Where's this army? What are you doing? What are you doing? Defend your what? How are you? He's your friend. Oh, that's amazing. Unfortunately, you're gonna lose your army because I sod that. Friendship is not for this world. Will I catch them? But that's quite nice actually. All this religious hatred and war and everything, and they're still friends. He's done the bloody trade thing, hasn't he? Religious studies owns a hollow right. No, he doesn't, and there's no evidence there to suggest he has. So I'm gonna rush this down, stop this being occupied, and then we'll head to Zamora and Salamanca, start occupying some of that. Although half the army will actually, I'm gonna split half of it now to go and fight these forces over here. Yeah, you're gonna get away. You will get away. You get to Vizcaya, so I'll chase you to Vizcaya. Pick an ambition. Oh! My son is now heir. But the war continues. Which is good. Okay. That's disappointing. Educate child. He's not going to let me educate him, is he? Oh, he will. Is it because we're parents still? Okay. You'd see, normally you're not able to do something like that because then you're hostage to a foreign power, but I suppose I am his dad. So it's not really that big of a foreign power to worry about. Okay, so I now need a new wife. I'm going to make my thing to get married. I'm only 33, and she was only 31. What'd she die of? Period of illness. Ah. And she was possessed as well, so I suppose fair enough. I'm going to marry someone with a really high stewardship. That's what I want. So, Boleslava of Mordor, or Maldor, or something, I don't know. I'll lose some prestige here, but I'm not fussed so much as just not bothered at all, really. That's where I'm going with that. So, I'm going to keep him educated by me, which is good. That means I can keep him on track. I've managed my ambition to get married, which is great. And, yeah, so this army can now head down to Salamanca, I think. I'm going to help my son in his claim. I'm no longer just, which is unfortunate. Now, you can now be in command of, apparently, stewardship. You're not the best steward, but whatever. So, yeah, my son is 12. His regent is a Castilian. How's he doing in terms of domain? He's lost one of his holdings. Oh, was it? It's Gavelkind. Ah. Okay. I didn't realize the story was Gavelkind. That's actually worked out better for me because that means that, yeah, if we'd already won the war and my wife had died, then Galicia and Asturias would split. I mean, they split along de jure lines, so I'm not sure. The primary title, he'd keep the primary title, which would be all of Leon. But fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. So that's why he's lost some of his domain. But his brother doesn't really seem to hate him, which is good. He's also his heir, so it's also good. They're all Norman. It's all fine. It's all good. Love a little empire I'm building here. It's great. I love it. Like when it's all very well a holy war and your way to victory and stuff, but when it's like Western Europe, you can't really holy war, so it's more claims. When you manage to get the claims, it's satisfying. There's a different level of like. It's all very well risking a great holy war and dealing with everyone defending against you, but when you've played the Game of Thrones, so to speak, and you've got someone of your dynasty on the throne and you can press the claim and you can just do what you need to do, it's so satisfying. I mean, is he still my ally? No, he's not. Could I potentially go to war with him at some point, but for now, we shall not. Getting close to the end of the episode. I hope I might be able to win this war before the end. A minute... No, I'm not going to be able to do that. I'll finish this war next episode then. I could scroll merchant ships, press ducal claims for Nantes, for me, and for Argyle. My half-brother can get married to someone from Denmark who has strong, weak claims on both. Is this Gavelkind? I think it is. Okay, so now he is now heir to the Kingdom of Great Moravia, which is a bit of a surprise considering. Okay, Ah, it's elective. That's why. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.